Hi, guys. So, today in science, we're going to put everything we've learned so far about the ecosystem all together and specifically symbiosis. Okay. So, hopefully, you're getting better at symbiosis and it's not as hard. Okay. So, if you guys go to this slide in your slideshow, again, we're going to review first all we've learned so far about an ecosystem. So, in an ecosystem, the smallest is called an organism, in which multiple result in a population. So one organism, more than one, results in a population, but they are of the same species, such as the zebras here to the right. Different populations, remember populations, same species, then live in a community. Then we have some relationships among organisms in an ecosystem, determining if you're a prey or predator. So predation is a relationship. It has that sounds like predator. Predation is a relationship that a predator when it consumes prey. So the predator to get their energy consumes, consume means to eat their prey. So the prey is eaten by a predator. And in an ecosystem, there's lots of competition because two organisms might want to get that same resource or that same prey. So they have to have adaptations to get them their prey, competition, right? So in an ecosystem, still talking about different relationships among organisms. So there's that predator-prey relationship. In symbiosis, we have mutualism. Remember, that is when both species are benefiting, like a bee in the plant. We've seen this example before in past symbiosis examples. The bee is relying on the nectar for food, and the flowers relying on the bee to reproduce or pollinate. Another type of symbiosis, we have parasitism. That's when one species benefits, but the other is harmed and sometimes even killed. An example is a human and a tick. Then we have, this is usually the trickiest one for students to kind of comprehend. It is commensalism. When one species or organisms benefits and the other is not affected, it's not hurt, it's not harmed. So in this example, the Spanish moss and the cypress tree. The moss relies on the tree to supply it a habitat or home. The tree is not helped by the moss, but it's also not hurting the tree. So that is commensalism. So at this time, out of present mode, you're going to see 5 word banks to the right. This should be quick and easy at this point, okay? So blank is the close relationship of living together between two different species. If you guys fill in with me, that is symbiosis. I'm just going to write SYM. There are blank types of symbiotic relationships. This is a number. How many types of symbiotic relationships are there? If you guys write, what's that answer? 3 types of symbiotic relationships. If both species benefit from the relationship, they are in a mutualism. I'm just going to write an M for mutualism. When one of the species benefits and the other species is not affected at all. So it's not helped, it's not harmed. What type of symbiosis is that? Commensalism. And lastly, when one species benefits and the other species is harmed. Keyword harm, sometimes even killed. So that type of symbiosis, one organism is benefiting, the other is harmed or killed. And it is parasitism. So read this with me. Symbiosis is a close relationship of living together between two different species. There are 3 types of symbiotic relationships. If both species benefit from their relationship, they are in a mutualism relationship. When one of the species benefits and the other species is not affected, the relationship is one of commensalism.